What's going on? I'm Bradley OG, and this is the First Over Everything YouTube channel. I wanted to make this video today to kind of explain who I am and what this channel, First Over Everything, is about. Currently, I live in Japan. Primarily, I'm an English teacher. I worked in marketing for a couple of years before moving here, and I moved to Japan to be an English teacher for a bit of an adventure. I thought I'd be here for a year. It's now been 3 years, and my life in Japan has kind of been alongside my growth into cycling as a hobby. 4 to 5 years ago, I was a lot more unhealthy than I am now, and cycling has been kind of a journey to good health, to meeting good people, to traveling to new places and experiencing new places in a way that I never could have before without being into cycling. Cycling has kind of broken the language barrier here for me in Japan on countless times, and it's really provided a way for me to make like good and lasting friends here in Japan. So cycling for me started 4 years ago. 5 years ago? 4 years ago? 4 years ago. 4 years ago. My friends Rob and Tom, who are brothers, basically convinced me to get a bike. I wasn't very healthy at the time, and I just kind of needed something to do, to exercise with, and their interest in cycling had always kind of captivated me. Their stories of visiting the Tour de France and their stories of adventures around the UK and Europe had always interested me, and cycling looked pretty cool. So I got a bike. This was around the time of the Olympics, I guess, actually London 2012, and seeing the success of some of the British riders on TV just made me think, yeah, this is a cool sport to try out. It's something that there's probably a lot of satisfaction to be had from. There's a lot of places you can go with it, like it's not just limited to road cycling, which is kind of what I've ended up doing most of, but there's plenty of options within cycling to kind of find your niche. I've been making videos, cycling videos, for the past 6 months under the name First Over Everything, and I never really had a direction with them. I kind of just took the GoPro camera that I had, that I was given by some friends out one day, and just decided to film a ride with a group of people. It was really fun to do, really fun to film, really fun to edit. It was a really fun crew, like a pretty casual ride, and friends and family reacted to it really, really well. So from there, I just kind of continued to make some videos. As you can tell from the videos and the descriptions, it's mostly going to be cycling oriented content. So whether that's rides, riders, races from amateur to pro, reportage on different events and reviews, it's all going to be about cycling. And specifically right now I live in Japan, so I'm showcasing areas you can ride in Japan. I'm showcasing Japanese companies, Japanese cycling events, and I'm trying to bring unique cycling content from me and from my friends' perspectives. We've had a lot of videos from me and friends cycling around kind of special cycling spots in Japan. We've had videos from my friends in the UK who are riding my friend Rob rode in the national championships in the UK, and he kindly made a video for us. My friend Sean made a kind of video log of him bikepacking in Norikuta, around Norikuta, which is Japan's highest paved road. So basically that's the kind of idea, is to just show off cycling, show off different elements of cycling from a kind of personal perspective, basically. And I think we've achieved that so far. The idea for a kind of vlog thing came about from being inspired by my friends David and Mark, actually, who are friends that I've got here in Japan. My friend Mark had made a few videos that I'd seen of him traveling around Japan, and I thought it was really, really cool. I'd never really watched any kind of vlogs before. It's something that I'd just never become interested in until then. And my friend David, who stayed with me for a little while before he moved to Tokyo, was kind of filming just like our daily life in my apartment and him going about his daily life in Nagoya. And yeah, those guys just really, really inspired me to kind of make slice of life videos from that personal perspective. Like I'm into things like Instagram, and I really believe that everybody has a unique story, whether that's in the cycling world or not. And after that, I started watching people like Casey Neistat and Ben Brown and Funfalui on YouTube, and those are people who are at the top end of this game, and I was just completely inspired by those guys. And then I found a cycling maven as well, which just kind of combined like the quality of content that those creators were making, mixed with like cycling mavens kind of look at cycling in Australia. And I just thought, wow, this is it. I've got to try and make a video. I've got to try and be a part of this, or like, you know, I was inspired. I wanted to make a video and just kind of show off where we were riding, and that's where it's kind of gone. The name First Over Everything can obviously be abbreviated to FOE. FOE was just fitting. I kind of had this idea in mind of the hashtag on Instagram, Friends of FOE. So if you're sharing any posts on Instagram, hashtag FOE, hashtag First Over Everything, hashtag Friends of FOE. First Over Everything is a kind of tagline, a moniker for people that are into cycling to subscribe to. Cycling is your passion, cycling is your first over everything, cycling is what you want to do. So it can be anything. It can be from bike packing to riding to work, to adventure cycling, to road racing. So first over everything can literally mean first place. It can mean the gold medal. It can mean that's what you strive for. It can also mean that it's just the first thing you do. You're the first out in the morning. When you wake up, your mind is set on being the first person out on the street with your leg over the top tube of your bike. It's for anybody, anyone who cycles, first over everything. In the future, I'd like to bring more interesting cycling content. Right now, I'm based in Japan. I live in Nagoya in Japan, and I want to be able to go to some of the events in Japan and share those on the First Over Everything YouTube channel. I want to be able to continue to share my rides. I think they're very, very interesting for people that haven't cycled in Japan. I kind of want to promote the riding here because there's lots of good people, there's lots of good riders, and there's lots of good locations. It's an amazing place to ride. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I've been Bradley OG. If you're interested in seeing more cycling content from Japan and other interesting places, then please subscribe. We've got some local criteriums, some local cyclocross races, and the International K-Ring track event featuring some of the world's top sprinters from Australia and Holland, including an Olympic silver medalist. So stay tuned, hit subscribe. Put the comments in the bottom below, let me know what you think.